Hello and welcome back to the Pickle Clique podcast. This is episode number 9.
9? How many hours have we put into that this week? Into...
So far it's like 16.
16 hours.
16 hours.
That's a lot of work we put in for you guys.
Only for you guys.
Only for you guys. There's no benefit for us.
And not at all.
No.
It's not like we have fun at all.
But anyways, good morning, good afternoon, or good night, I guess.
That's usually your outro.
Yeah, that is usually my outro. Okay, good morning or good afternoon, not good night. Because if you say good night, that means kind of bye, you know?
Yeah.
Okay, so no good night. We are currently in my room at 10:39 in the morning.
Yeah.
Because someone has exams.
Yeah, that's me.
Yes.
And I can't record afterwards because I have a job interview.
And, oh yeah, that's true. I was going to say I can't record afterwards because
Oh yeah, that's right.
I'm busy.
Oh wow. At least I specified why.
Anyways, so he just came over and he gave me his Swedish treat.
Yes, for anyone that's interested, this is a Lussekatt, is what it's called. Usually you eat them around Lucia, which is a holiday a lot of Swedish people celebrate. Or I mean,
Is
all
that
Swedish
during
people
Christmas sometime or?
No, it's the 13th of December. It's to celebrate the longest night of the year, to like celebrate, wow, we made it through the longest night of the year, so everything's gonna look brighter after this.
Right. Okay.
That's basically what it is. And we have this treat here made out of, well, Morty didn't know what it was, but saffron is one of the main ingredients. Gives them a sort of yellow color, as you can see on the edges here.
Oh yeah. Okay.
I don't know really how to explain it. We'll put a picture on the Instagram.
Right now. Oh, on Instagram. Never
on
mind.
the Instagram.
We're not that good at editing. We'll put one on Instagram.
Excuse me, I'm pretty good at editing actually.
Okay, you want to put this on podcast?
You know what? Actually, yes. Here you go. Here's a picture of Lussekatt, or sometimes they're referred to as Saffransbulle. Cat means cat.
Oh wow.
I don't know where that comes from. Probably like round shape of it.
Yeah, like it's a tail.
Exactly.
It kind of looks like a tail.
So it's basically a bun or something with saffron in it, and it has also like raisins.
Yeah.
In it. So
Okay,
yeah, have a taste.
I'm gonna try my first one right here, right now,
Yes.
on recording. Just you're looking at me funny.
Go for it.
I like that.
Okay, that's good. Disrespect.
Don't disrespect.
Don't disrespect the Swedish. So yeah, fun fact: saffron, like the spice, is actually more expensive than gold. I just told Morty this. In Sweden, around Christmas, they're sold in packets of like 5 grams or something, which doesn't sound like a lot, but if you think about it, this spice has to be hand-picked. Everything has to be done by the hand, because doing it with a machine would just ruin the quality of the spice. So yeah, there's not a lot of saffron in these, so they're not completely like original Saffransbulle.
Yeah.
They're also not by our family recipe.
Oh.
We actually have a family recipe for these. That's how Swedish we
fun.
are. Yeah, I don't know what more to say actually, but yeah.
I think it tastes pretty good.
I helped make these. I made them into the squiggly shape they are.
That's why it's so weird. I'm kidding. I love them. They're good. They're good. No, I just want.
I have a picture of me baking them as well. Should I add that picture too?
And here's a picture of Jesper baking. Ding.
Ding. Oh well, yes, there you can see my professional baking skills. That day I was dressed in grey. I had grey socks, grey pants, grey underwear, grey shirt, a grey everything.
So just very grey.
Very grey.
That's very nice and cute.
Oh, thank you. And you'll see that picture. You would have seen it on the screen. Anyways, what are we feeling to talk about today?
I just kind of want to go into culture. You have a lot about Swedish culture, I know that.
All right.
Because every moment of the day, if something is related to Sweden, it doesn't even have to be directly related. If you can get there with a single word,
Guys,
he will talk about Sweden.
It's cold outside. Did you actually know? Well, fun fact, did you know that if there's a snowstorm going on and you have no shelter, you should probably just dig yourself, put yourself under the snow.
Mm-hmm.
Now that might sound stupid. Of course, you need like a hole to breathe through. but the air is actually warmer under the snow because the snow kind of like
compacts it in. Yeah.
Exactly. I don't really know the science behind it, but in Sweden there's a lot of stuff that you learn as like a kind of not kid, but like when you go to school.
When you're a little kindergartner, you need to know how to survive a zombie apocalypse.
Yeah,
pretty much.
You know, here in the Netherlands you learn math, in Sweden you learn how to avoid mooses and stuff. That's actually a true fact. They teach us how to act if we meet a moose or a bear or a wolf on our way to school. There's actually like in Gothenburg, there's a lot of moose and wolves, especially during the fall, autumn, wherever you come from. And I don't know why for wolves, it has something to do with their hunting grounds being invaded on by humans. So they come to the cities, kind of like, you know, they steal your pets sometimes.
Oh my god.
Yeah, there was this place near my school that used to have chickens, like a chicken coop or something near my school for some reason when I was like 10 or something. But they closed it down after all the chickens got massacred by wolves, literally speaking. Like there were feathers and stuff apparently one morning. And they were just like, no, we're not going to buy new chickens. And they just closed them down. And that was pretty central in the city, actually, where I lived. So wolves get, like, because, I mean, it's far away from the outskirts of the city, basically, because the other outskirts, where it was closer to, was just water, was just the ocean. So that means they went through the city, like through main parts of Gothenburg to get there, which means they get pretty far into the city.
Right. Okay. So tell me, a wolf is coming up to you right now, yeah? And it's like, you know, Mexican showdown style in the street. You know, you got that music playing in the background.
Yeah.
What do you do? What does your Swedishness tell you?
So for a wolf, what you're supposed to do is you're supposed to kind of like submit yourself, kind of bow down to them, don't look them in the eye, because that can be seen as a challenge. It's supposed to kind of slowly back away. If it keeps being aggressive after you kind of like, you know, show your neck, because that's what you do. Let them, even if you're one of those macho guys, it's smarter to let the wolf be the alpha, because they have a bite which can hurt a lot. You know, it can pull off your hand if they pull strong enough and you pull back, something like that, or not literally pull off your hand, but you know, it can just, my point is it can severely damage you. So keep kind of like submit yourself to the wolf, let them be the alpha. If it keeps on being aggressive, make yourself big. It's with most animals, like take place, kind of make yourself big, try to scare it away, you know, wave your arms,
make lots of noise,
make a lot of noise, throw stuff at it too, but that's only if it actually keeps being aggressive. If it does attack you, you're supposed to curl up in a ball and like cover your face and your stomach, so like that, because then you cover your, like I said, your face and your vital organs and everything. They'll usually go for the neck, which is why you also gotta, like, when you curl up, you gotta kind of like cover your neck with your hands. And then find like a tree to climb into.
And then the moment he attacks you, you grab him by the scruff and shove him into the ground, and then you show him who's the alpha.
Well, they're actually super fast. Even if you have very fast reactions, the chances of you being able to, even if you have like a big stick or something, you know, it's of course a good idea to have like something to hit back with if it does attack you. But don't trust your reaction speed. Try to be smart about it. Don't run away. Never run away. Never turn your back on a wolf, because then that's
that's when they hunt you down.
That's a sign for them to like, oh, you're prey.
Yeah,
their prey runs away, of course. So that's a sign for them to like start hunting. And you don't want to be hunted by a wolf because they can run a lot faster than you can run. And longer. I think in a sprint they can run up to like, 60 kilometers per hour.
Damn boy.
Like they can run at the speed of a car for a couple of minutes. So don't try to run. Try to climb up into a tree. That's very useful actually. Because wolves can't climb, no matter what pop culture shows you.
Is there any movie that shows you that a wolf can climb?
There are plenty of movies where wolves start climbing and stuff. And I mean, hide in a house if you can. It's not like they actually blow down the house, no matter what it's made of.
Really? Not even if they're a big bad wolf?
Not even if they're a big bad wolf, Morty.
Damn.
Then there's for mooses. They also come into Gothenburg a lot. They actually come out of the forest for the apples. There's a lot of apple trees in the cities because, I don't know, people just like apple trees. Even if we don't eat the apples, we just waste them. Mooses come out of the forests, come into the city to get the apples because they go through the same process that alcohol goes through. So basically they're apples but with alcohol, and we shouldn't eat them because it's really bad for us because it's very strong and whatnot. But a moose can be up to like 2.5 meters tall, so without standing on its back feet, of course.
Yeah.
So they have a lot of body mass. They can weigh up to like 0.5 ton or something. I don't remember.
It's quite a bit.
Yeah, so all that body mass can handle a couple of apples. So there's actually, in Sweden, every fall, there's a lot of photos going around of mooses being stuck in like kid swings and trees because they've gotten drunk from eating apples and stuff. With a moose, I don't remember what you're supposed to do. I don't remember with a bear either, but that's because you don't really talk about
with a bear, you have to lie down, depending on what kind of bear I think it is.
Oh yeah, wasn't there this like...
If it's
Canadian ram, like if it's brown.
Yeah, then you.
If it's black.
If it's black, then if it's black, they'll kill you no matter what, even if you play dead. But
yeah,
a brown bear will not engage.
Oh yeah. If it's brown, lay down. If it's black, fight back.
Yeah,
I remember that. That we learned that in English class when I was like in 4th grade.
Oh, fun.
With my Swedish English teacher.
You know, the rest of us be learning different books. Sweden. If you ever see bear,
think about what color.
Brown lay down, black fight back.
No, wait. Yeah, I think we did learn that. Is that that's a cat. I was like, is that a raccoon? Do we even have raccoons in the Netherlands?
I don't think so.
No, but it was like a cat.
Yeah, it's a gray cat, right?
Yeah, but I was so confused for a second because I've watched so many like American videos recently.
Oh, fun.
No, we learned that because we watched some nature documentary, and then because we don't have black bears in Sweden, we only have brown bears.
So they're very huggable.
Absolutely. If it's being very angry, just hug it. You know,
show it some love.
Pet it like you pet your dog, and it will love you. And you ride it to school.
It will appreciate you. Oh my God! Imagine. Yeah. Okay.
Pulling up to school on a bear.
No, but okay. So that's fun, but. How about Swedish treats? Is it like Swedish foods? Swedish foods. Are there any like really cool, very popular, or like maybe not popular, but in your opinion should be popular foods? Because I know in Hong Kong we have these egg waffles.
Egg waffles.
Yeah. They're not made of like actual eggs. I mean, maybe they are. Pancake mix. So like, but they are like really common street food. And so they're these.
That looks strange, but okay.
Okay. You will see a photo right now of the egg waffle that they make in Hong Kong, and so they're like poffertjes, which is Dutch pancakes, right?
Yeah.
But they're less sweet. And they're all stuck together, you see, like this.
Yeah.
And then people like put them together with ice cream or different flavors, and all these weird stuff. But like you can eat them individually, and you just like rip them off, or you could eat it whole, And they taste so good. Like honestly, if we ever go to Hong Kong together, I will 100% take you for egg waffles.
Well, I mean, there's not much that is distinctly Swedish. We have a very interesting cuisine of like rotten food, in case you didn't know.
Fun.
You didn't know?
I didn't know.
It's pretty famous actually. There's like a certain type of fish which you can buy everywhere in Sweden, which is illegal to bring on airplanes because people pass out from the smell sometimes.
That's fun.
Wait, what is it called? I'll give you a lot of nice Swedish names, but there's also this other thing which is...
Wait, you could just give the Swedish name if you know that.
Yeah, but I'm trying to think. It's like... sardines, kind of.
Oh, okay.
So they're packed together in this little tin can. I can't remember, but I do know that my grandparents talk about like when they were younger. You used to buy them on like the market, and they used to have them in these barrels, and you'd keep the barrel closed unless someone like was buying it. So you ordered and everything, and the moment that you were done ordering, you had paid, then they go, take out, throw in, close the thing, because it stings. It makes you sick. Like it makes you want to throw up.
Oh.
The smell itself. Because it is rotten fish.
Yeah.
It's fish that you leave in water. So, or like in the mix of water and vinegar and other stuff, so that it like rots. Because for some reason that is the great part of the taste. I don't know, but so there's a lot of these things which are very specifically Swedish. There's this thing that my grandpa for some reason really likes, which also almost made me throw up on Christmas dinner, whatever. And it's like Leverpastej. It's called. It's like a certain. I have to look it up just to show you guys, but like Leverpastej, like Swedish people will look at it and be like, ooh. So this is a box of it.
Oh, it's like butter.
Yeah, it's made of liver. The thing is, this is standard. Like this is very standard in Sweden. I used to have this for breakfast. The disgusting part about what my grandpa was eating was that it had a sort of like gelée, so jelly on top of it, made out of pig fat.
Oh God!
And in this, I'm not done. Were pig feet, like, so they took this leverpastej, put pig feet in it, like pushed it into it, and then put a layer of jelly over that, and that's the
pig feet to eat.
Yeah.
I don't like your country anymore.
In Sweden, you eat every part because like the winters, especially up north, the winters are extremely cold. Like I was there in like January once for a taekwondo competition, and I think the week after I left, the week that I was there was -10 degrees, which was easy. I got that in Gothenburg sometimes. In Uppsala, where my grandparents live, which is pretty close to Stockholm, it's like -20 degrees sometimes during the winter. It's not too bad. Even with like global warming, it still goes down to pretty cold temperatures. Up north where I was, which wasn't even like the top north, it was just under like where the border to Finland goes. It's a town called Piteå. There was like the week before we came there was -20, which I think is really cold. The week that we were there, it was -10, which is bearable for me. The week afterwards, it was -30 degrees and more. So, up north, especially if you go all the way to the most northern point, where the borders of Finland, Norway, and Sweden all meet at a place called Treriksröset, I think there's snow like all year.
That's fun. Oh, so like you kind of need to use every part of
you need to never waste anything. That's why the like jelly on top of it was made out of pig fat. The feet were made out of pig feet, and the thing itself was made out of pig liver. You just use everything. It's the same with like some fish. I don't know how this prepared, but it's called Lutfisk, and it's also disgusting. And how they make it is they put a fish, like luta means to like that it's angled. So Lutfisk, fisk means fish. You kind of like, I don't remember, but I think you took the fish in its whole and you just put it there in like vinegar and stuff, and then you let the vinegar and everything else dry out, like soak into the fish, and get evaporated to the point where there's nothing left of that, and you just have the fish with all that stuff in it. Then you take out only the bones and you eat the rest, I think.
Fun.
If I remember correctly. I could be very wrong. If there's Swedish people listening to this and I'm wrong, I'm very sorry. I'm not very interested in the Swedish cuisine because it's all this kind of food, where you just take everything you have and throw it together.
Put it together, right.
There's a whole group of Swedish foods called husmanskost, which is like classic Swedish foods. It's like potato, which isn't even Swedish, it's from South America, but oh well. So potato, you know, like fish, sour fish, like very bad fish. Like yeah, a lot of vegetables.
Yeah.
I don't know what they're called in English, but rotfrukt. Let me look that up too.
Wow, a lot of photos for you guys today. Oh, never mind. We made not.
Frukt. No, I just know root fruit. Okay, so that just doesn't.
Direct translation.
Very direct translation. It's basically just fruits that grow underground. Yeah, a lot of like dill as well. Swedish people like to use dill in their food.
Like dill pickles?
No, fan. There's no word that I can do. Yeah, dill here.
Oh.
It's like grass, almost, but it's like used sometimes as like kind of a spice.
Oh, okay.
A lot of salt. A lot of Swedish food is salty to like preserve the food. You know.
Right. Okay. You know, when you were talking about that, like how they're using every part of an animal's body or something, that made me really think. Because in Hong Kong, right?
Yeah.
So I never bought any of these or tried any of these, but so when you go to like Hong Kong is a very weird layout. You know, you have your kind of outer city, which is more like beach and whatnot. You know, and then you have your inner city. But then in the city is like split off between sections between like a natural city and then like street markets, you know. And like so when you walk past these markets, it's all crammed together and everything, so you have all these like different smells coming together, and like there, so no matter what market you come across, you'll always see one where meat is like what they're selling, right?
Yeah.
And I always walked past and I was like, oh no, this is like awful, because you know you see chickens crammed up into cages in the back, because you know they're about to just get absolutely slaughtered, and then you see their little friends turning on a heater, you know.
Oh damn.
I know, but then also, no matter what, I don't want to say no matter what, but like there will always be a weird thing that they're selling. Once I went past one. And oh, sorry.
Corona.
Oh God! And you said it's quick, but no matter what, there will always be something weird. And one time I walked past, and you know what they were selling?
What?
Horse testicles. And people were just eating horse testicles, and I was like, no. And it was really funny because you'd see like their.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah. And I was like, whoa.
That reminds me, there's this candy in Sweden I remember from when I was a kid.
Swedish fish.
I never
that's
bought
American.
It. That's very American. I've had it once and it's disgusting.
Really? I liked it.
I really don't like it. It has a very strange smell and taste.
Yeah, like and not the Swedish food.
Not Swedish at all.
No.
But it reminds me, when you were talking about the horse testicles, there's this like candy. I never got it because I was never interested. It was one of those very sour thingies, and it's called camel testicles, camel balls, kamelbollar or something like that.
Camel balls.
Yeah.
Yep.
And it's basically the picture, like the selling point is a camel standing with its back to you, and with their testicles hanging.
Oh.
And like in the part where the testicles would be, it's the two candy thingies, and it's just like I was looking at it, I was like, no. Swedish people are obsessed with a very sour or very sweet candy especially.
Oh, okay.
But yeah, taste. Also here, I found the name of the fish. It's called Surströmming, which means like sour herring. So you can see here on the picture, once again, another picture. It's very tightly packed in a very small like tin can. And yeah, they're illegal on flights. So yeah. Also, one thing I want to bring up is I had a friend of mine who isn't originally Swedish but wants to be Swedish right now.
Oh, the Russian one? Oh, the American one?
Well, I mean, just for his sake, I'm going to keep that.
Oh, yeah, sorry, my bad.
No, don't worry, I'll just cut it out. Morty here just mentioned who it was, but yes, my...
Whoopsies.
My friend who wants to be Swedish, and I'll grant him that. My Swedish friend, he, like, this one time I was sleeping over at his. I woke up the next morning. He was like, you know what we're gonna do for breakfast? His mom wasn't home because sometimes she wasn't home and his dad isn't there either. So we made our own breakfast. And the day before, he bought cow tongue. I thought it was as a joke, but he actually bought it. And I was like, what are you going to do with that? He's like, eat it. I thought he was joking. Because personally, I don't relate to Swedish food at all. And I think Swedish food is like strange and, not good or anything. But yeah, he bought cow tongue. And then the next morning, basically I had sandwich with cow tongue and butter and cucumber on it. And I mean, that kind of sums up Swedish food culture in general. Like, the breakfast is a sandwich with cow tongue and cucumber and stuff. It's just strange, and it doesn't taste much. It's not like, ew, it's cow tongue, so it's disgusting.
Mm-hmm.
But it's like very, what's it called? It's hard to chew. It feels very like springy.
Well, yeah, isn't there just a lot of muscles and tendons?
I mean, imagine chewing your own tongue. That's what it feels like.
I don't want to imagine that.
It feels very strange. Also, if you've ever seen a cow tongue, it's surprising how long a tongue actually is. Like, for us as well. Our tongue, you might think it's only as big as your, as long as your thumb or something. But it's actually like, take your whole hand and a little bit more. Because it goes all the way into your throat. So a cow tongue, it's so much meat. So we finished the whole cow tongue. Or, I mean, he did, because I gave him all the cow tongue, because I wasn't interested after one bite. But yeah, that's basically what I had to say about Swedish food culture. You want to add?
Oh, I don't know much about Swedish food culture, nor do I actually know a lot about the Dutch food culture. I mean, I don't know how much there is, because I know we have like poffertjes and haring. Oliebollen, wow, yum yum yum.
Kibbeling.
Isn't that like a bunch of meat compact together?
Kibbeling?
Yeah.
Kibbeling is fish that's been fried.
Oh.
Have you ever had kibbeling? I gotta get you kibbeling. It's like one of my favorite Dutch foods. Or like
yum yum.
Yum yum. Or what's it called? Frikandel.
Frikandel, kroketten.
Yeah,
kaasvlees. Damn, never mind. I know quite a bit.
Yeah.
All tastes very good. If you're not from the Netherlands, or haven't tried.
It's not exactly vegan though. That's the only issue.
Oh yeah, but we don't.
We don't do.
We don't do that.
Northern European countries be like, we don't do vegan. No, my favorite food, if we're gonna say a country, Indonesian.
Indonesian. Yum yum yum. I actually might have to agree.
Indonesian food is so good.
Yeah.
Like, and because the Netherlands has those close ties with Indonesia,
we just have
history
access.
And stuff.
We have links.
Yeah, I mean, of course, the reason isn't that great.
Yeah.
However, the outcome nowadays.
Mm-hmm.
Wait, maybe I can't say that. I mean, it kind of links in with the racism and stuff. I was gonna say the outcome was good, but you know what? I'm just gonna say the food from Indonesia is amazing.
Good. Yes.
There's like restaurants here in the Netherlands because a lot of when Indonesia became independent, a lot of Indonesians were sent here because they supported Dutch people or whatever, and so that resulted in like also a bunch of Indonesian restaurants opening with like actually Indonesian people. That's the biggest issue in Sweden with food. It's all like kind of it's all mixed into something that Swedish people can and will eat. It means that spicy food doesn't exist at all. But here, like Indonesian food, you can have real Indonesian food in the Netherlands. Like this one time I went with my family to get rijsttafel. Like rice table. This is a literal translation.
Yeah.
Just a bunch of meals.
Are those the ones that spin around?
I don't know, maybe. That wasn't at that restaurant.
Basically, that's Chinese. That's Chinese.
Yeah, I think so. You get just a big table of like food. One of them is like egg dipped in sambal sauce or something, and ooh, that one's good. That one's really good. And you get like this meat, which is also very good, like spicy. Everything's spicy, by the way.
Mm-hmm.
Gado gado, do you know that?
Gado gado, yeah.
I love.
That's just a mix of vegetables and
and peanut
Peanuts,
sauce on
yeah.
top. It's so good. Like, it's so simple as well. It's just vegetables.
And tofu, really. Sometimes.
Vegetables, sometimes tofu with it. But like vegetables that have been cooked, and then someone poured a bit of peanut sauce on it. But it's so good.
It's the highlight of your yummies. You know,
like
my parents actually make gado sometimes.
My parents too. My parents make nasi goreng and mee
Yeah.
goreng and of course
Mee goreng, the noodles?
mee goreng is noodles.
The spicy
had-
ones, right?
The best mee goreng I ever had, or I mean it's like nasi goreng but just noodles instead of nasi.
Yeah.
The rice.
Yeah.
Best mee goreng I ever had was when I was in Indonesia on a diving trip, and we got like these brown packets, and we opened them. It was just like, you know, it was like someone had put a perfect meal together, and somehow photoshopped it into those bags. So we opened it, and it wasn't a big mess of food. It was like, here's the like noodle, here's the meat, here's the sambal, here's the like the vegetables that go with it, here's a bit of an egg,
Yeah.
a fried egg. It's like all like not even mixed together, just perfectly in their own spots. Like, oh, how'd you do this? And it was like, mix it all together, eat with your hands, cause
That's how this is how we do it.
yeah, and because we didn't really have anything with us, and we're diving, so you don't really want to stab a hole in your diving suit or anything. It's like it's cold. So you just mix it all together. You have it's so good. Also because you were really hungry and stuff. But it was really good. Anyways, it's been an interesting episode. We've gone to like 30 minutes ish.
30 minutes? How do you know? Oh yeah, 31 minutes right there. I mean, you do have to go to your exam.
I do.
You have to study.
I have to study. That's the thing. Otherwise, we'd go on forever because there's so much to say
About cultures.
Indonesian food. We'll have to continue this discussion another time and talk less about Swedish food culture and more about like Indonesian because
You're just obsessed with Indonesia.
I'm
Okay, you wanna
obsessed with
close
Indonesian
us off for today then?
food. Me? I've talked so much. You
want me to do
can
it?
the outro,
Yeah, that's because I don't know much about Swedish. Anyways, good morning, good afternoon, or good night this time. I don't know why I said it in the beginning, but either way, thank you for listening. If you have listened this far, make sure you press the like button because we're hungry for views. That's a lie, we're not. But anyways, thank you for listening. Have a good day. Bye.
Bye.